I keep a heavier squat session in the programming once a week. It's a split that I enjoy. I love squatting. I want to keep it in. It's different variations, but at least one heavy session. But in order to do these the right way, I need, like for today, we're doing heavier front squats. We got 6 sets of 4 at above 70% on this front squat. If I want to get the most out of these squats, I need at least 2 to 2.5 minutes of rest in between each one of these sets. So if I'm doing 6 sets, factor in the actual reps, you're looking at 18 to 24 minutes just to do this set of squats alone, right? You factor in 10 minutes of prep, a couple warm-up sets. Now we're looking at anywhere from 30 to 35, maybe 40 minutes just to do these the right way. This is the priority for the session, so I want to make sure that this takes the most amount of time and that we do it right. But if I only have a 60-minute window, the rest of my programming has to work around that to make sure I'm getting the most. I know we want to cram as much into the sessions as we can, and we want to get the most out of it, especially if we're short on time. But if you have a priority inside of the session that's going to take an amount of time, you got to make sure the rest of the programming fits within that time window. I'd love to do a couple extra squats, maybe some deadlifts, a bunch of accessory shit, but after this 35, 40 minutes, I only have 20 to 25 or 20 to 15 minutes really left to get the rest of that session in. I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm not saying you can't do it faster or you can't take a little bit more time. But the reality is just because you throw it up on a whiteboard and you're planning it and it looks good there doesn't mean it's going to be realistic based on the time windows that we have, especially as busy working parents and all that shit. So if you're programming and you want to make sure you hit your priority, take the time, factor in the rest, factor in the intervals that are going to make this most worthwhile inside of your session, and plan around that and work backwards as opposed to working from bottom up and throwing shit on the whiteboard.